The psychological power of coldness. Before diving into how to use coldness as a tool, it's important to understand the psychological underpinnings of emotional detachment. Human beings are naturally social creatures. We crave connection, validation, and warmth from others. When this warmth is withheld, it creates an imbalance that can cause discomfort and uncertainty in the recipient. Coldness disrupts this normal flow of emotional give and take. When you act in a cold or distant manner, the person you're interacting with is forced into a position where they seek to restore balance. This can make them more eager to please, more receptive to your influence, or even lead them to question their own actions or thoughts. In short, coldness causes people to react because it introduces an element of uncertainty. That uncertainty, when used strategically, can be manipulated to your advantage. The fundamentals of the ICE method. The ICE method isn't about being overtly rude or dismissive, nor is it about completely ignoring someone. Rather, it's about employing calculated emotional detachment in specific situations to achieve a desired result. The key lies in balancing subtle distance with moments of engagement, making others unsure of your emotional availability. This keeps them on their toes, often driving them to seek your approval, validation, or guidance. Here are the fundamental components of the ICE method. 1. Indifference. One of the core principles of the ICE method is indifference. Indifference creates an aura of power because you're signaling that you're not overly invested in the other person's emotions or reactions. Whether you're in a business negotiation, a personal relationship, or any social setting, appearing indifferent forces others to try harder to earn your attention or favor. In practice, indifference might look like calmly listening to someone without rushing to respond or react emotionally. It could involve downplaying your excitement over something that's clearly important to the other person, thereby giving the impression that you're not easily impressed. 2. Controlled emotional distance. Coldness does not mean complete emotional disengagement. The ICE method involves creating a controlled distance, where you engage just enough to keep the interaction going, but remain emotionally aloof. This controlled distance makes the other person feel like they're constantly working to get closer to you, to break through that coldness. This can be particularly effective in romantic relationships, where people are naturally drawn to mystery and challenge. By maintaining an element of emotional distance, you become a puzzle to the other person, a puzzle they'll work harder to solve. 3. Selective warmth. In the context of manipulation, using coldness doesn't mean you never show warmth. In fact, part of the ICE method involves the strategic use of warmth at carefully chosen moments. By being cold most of the time and showing glimpses of warmth at crucial moments, you create an emotional roller coaster that keeps people hooked. Think of it as a reward system. When the other person starts to feel distant or unsure of your feelings, you throw in a little bit of warmth. This contrast makes the warmth seem more valuable, making them crave it even more. 4. Calm, composed responses. People who are easily ruffled by emotions are often perceived as weak or lacking control. Coldness is most effective when coupled with a calm, composed demeanor. When someone expects a reaction, whether it's anger, excitement, or fear, but is met with a calm, measured response, it can throw them off balance. This element of surprise makes you appear more in control and dominant in the interaction. Whether you're facing a confrontation, a negotiation, or a disagreement, maintaining calm composure shows emotional maturity and control, which can be used to your advantage in swaying the other person's actions or opinions. How to use coldness to influence different situations. Now that we understand the core elements of the ICE method, let's take a look at how coldness can be applied in various situations for maximum effect. 1. In business and negotiation. In the business world, coldness can be a powerful tool for negotiation. Showing indifference to an offer or appearing unfazed by the potential of losing a deal can shift the balance of power in your favor. The person on the other side of the table might interpret your coldness as confidence, making them more likely to make concessions in order to win you over. For example, if you're negotiating a contract, Maintaining an emotionally neutral or cold attitude toward the proposed terms can make the other party feel like they need to offer something more attractive to get you on board. 2. In personal relationships. In personal relationships, whether romantic or platonic, the ice method can create a sense of intrigue and attraction. People are naturally drawn to what they cannot easily obtain, and emotional coldness creates a barrier that makes people want to work harder for your affection. However, using coldness in relationships must be done carefully. Overuse of this tactic can lead to emotional harm or resentment. The key is to balance coldness with moments of warmth, ensuring that the other person remains engaged without feeling entirely rejected. 3. In social interactions. Coldness can also be used to establish dominance in social situations. When you remain emotionally detached, others may view you as mysterious or powerful, leading them to seek your approval or inclusion. This can be particularly useful in leadership positions, where maintaining a sense of emotional distance can command respect and authority. In social settings, the ice method can also deter people from taking advantage of you. If someone sees that you are not easily swayed by flattery or emotional manipulation, they may be less inclined to try to manipulate or deceive you. 4. In conflict resolution. When emotions run high during a conflict, coldness can be a game changer. By staying calm and detached, you not only maintain control of the situation, but also prevent the other party from using emotional manipulation against you. Coldness allows you to see the situation from a logical, strategic standpoint rather than getting caught up in the heat of the moment. In heated arguments, your calmness will often force the other person to lower their emotional intensity, as it becomes clear that you are not reacting to their provocations. Mastering the ice method. Practical tips for success. If you want to use coldness as an effective tool for influence, there are several key steps you can take to master. The ice method. 1. Practice emotional regulation. The foundation of the ice method is emotional regulation. If you struggle with controlling your emotions or tend to react impulsively, it will be difficult to project coldness effectively. Learning techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises can help you remain calm and composed in emotionally charged situations. 2. Cultivate patience. Coldness works because it creates uncertainty, and uncertainty takes time to have an effect. You need to be patient and resist the urge to revert to warmth too quickly. Over time, the other person will begin to feel the imbalance and will adjust their behavior to seek your approval or validation. 3. Observe before acting. Before employing coldness in a given situation, take the time to observe the dynamics at play. Understanding the other person's motivations, fears, and emotional triggers will allow you to tailor your coldness in a way that has the most significant impact. 4. Don't overuse coldness. Coldness is a powerful tool, but overuse can make you come across as uncaring or manipulative. Use it sparingly and balance it with moments of warmth and genuine connection. When done correctly, this balance will keep people engaged without pushing them away. 5. Be authentic. Finally, while the ice method relies on calculated detachment, it's important to remain authentic. People can usually sense when someone is being inauthentic, and if they suspect your coldness is a mere manipulation tactic, it could backfire. Instead, approach coldness as a natural extension of your self-control and emotional regulation. Coldness as a tool, not a weapon. The ice method is a potent form of influence and control that uses coldness strategically to achieve desired outcomes. However, it's important to remember that coldness should be a tool, not a weapon. While it can be highly effective in manipulating others, it must be used ethically and with consideration for the impact it has on your relationships and interactions. When used correctly, coldness can enhance your ability to persuade, influence, and command respect. It gives you an edge in both personal and professional environments by allowing you to remain in control of your emotions while steering others toward your desired outcomes. Mastering. The ICE method takes practice, patience, and emotional discipline. But once you've honed this skill, you'll find yourself in a position of unshakable power, able to manipulate and influence others with the subtle force of emotional detachment. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe for more video.